so that we close our polling stations.
Now, presidential votes cast at the Trans-Namib Station polling station in Keetmanshoop were being counted in the presence of party officials and police officers. The same process was set to follow for National Assembly votes. Otis Daniels reported.
Etula, Swartboy, Venani, Swartboy, Swartboy, Swartboy. No, I'm counting. Swartboy. Swartboy. Swartboy.
Now, our Ghetto Greg shared an update from the Danny Hubert School Hall Collation Center, and this was in the Hardap region.
Good morning, Namibia. Good morning, good morning. Today is the 28th of November. It's about 10 to 7 in the morning. I'm here in Marintal, here by Danny Hubert School Hall, which today will be the Collation Center where the ECN officials are counting yesterday's vote. The nation voted for our next president, and the parliamentarians who will represent us the next 4 years. Here in Hardap, the regional electoral officer, Mr. Willem Oirap, said that none of the polling stations needed to open after 9. They did ensure that everybody who stood in line at 9 o'clock in the evening last night was helped. Some polling stations were still open, I hear from other sources, at least until midnight, to deal with all of those people, as many people started arriving in the evening once the sun set and it got a little bit less hot out here in Marintal. Mr. Oirap also said that there was no significant shortage of ballot papers here in the Hardap region. When shortages were experienced, they were able to get more ballot papers from nearby polling stations in less than 20 minutes, so there was no significant delays or shortages which could have caused anybody not to get the opportunity to vote. Today, here behind me at the collation station, presiding officers and returning officers from polling stations all over the region will convene. Currently, counting is happening all over Hardap region at different polling stations, and after that, materials will be returned here. And after the counting is completed here, Mr. Oirap said that Hardap region will also get in touch again with the ECN headquarters in Windhoek to proceed with the normal day after proceedings. But everything is in order. The situation is very calm. It's a quiet early morning in Marintal, and we wish all of Namibia a very same quiet and relaxed day today. Thank you very much. Ogito Greg reporting from Marintal in Hardap.
At some point, there were hundreds of people waiting to vote at Plaza Mia in Swakopmund. That was early yesterday morning, with voters at the front of the line saying they had been waiting for about 14 hours. Polling officials confirmed that voting ended there around 2 a.m. in the morning. Voting had been interrupted by technical difficulties with their tablet, but in the end, over 800 voters cast their votes. Iriana Marie van der Walt reported.
Okay, so I am at Plaza Meer. Right across from me is a polling station where officials are busy officiating ballot papers, making sure they're all stamped. Party agents are confirming that they are happy with the ballots that were casted. So this polling station experienced a delay of a couple of hours, about 4 or 5 hours, according to people who were standing in the line. when their tablet was shut down. Reasons are still unclear for that, but they did get a technical team out here yesterday evening, right before the polls closed, about 20 minutes before the polls closed, so 20 minutes to 9. Some of the people voting here said that they've been waiting since 20 to 7 in the morning. So people have waited a long time in this row. It was very, very hectic here at some point. The officials say they closed around 2 in the morning-ish. They are currently busy counting their votes, and then it'll go off to the collation center.
We're going to take a short break, and when we return, we're going to have a look at the polling stations at which people can still vote, which is today, the 29th of November, and tomorrow, the 30th of November. This is Africa Good Morning.
As the holiday season draws near, ShopRite and Synergy Chatbot are delivering the Christmas spirit. Welcome at Santa's wish list. Follow the instructions to submit your drawing and letter to Santa. Step 1. Start by drawing a picture for Santa. And when you're done, just jot down a few details about yourself right next to it. Step 2. Scan the QR code and it will open up WhatsApp with a little message that says #ShopRiteSanta. Just send that message to Santa. Or if you like, you can also type #ShopRiteSanta into WhatsApp and send it to the number as indicated. Step 3. Follow the simple steps in the chatbot and submit your name and age. And most excitingly, the present you've picked from the list. Don't forget to include your physical address so Santa can find his way to you. Step 4. Once you've completed the previous steps, snap a photo of your drawing and your letter to Santa to submit your entry.
Now, remember, I'm looking forward to all the wonderful drawings and letters you'll be sending my way. See you soon, and keep spreading that holiday cheer. Ho, ho, ho!
As promised, let's have a look at the polling stations at which people can vote. This is between 7 a.m. and 9 p.m. today, Friday the 29th of November, and Saturday the 30th of November in Namibia. All right, we'll swing back with those visuals after we have a look at this video of Ndaku Lilwa Linda Usiku, the Omlunga constituency returning officer, who said they were still busy verifying results from various polling stations. Once the process was complete, they would paste the results at the Omlunga constituency office, Tuyemo Haidula reported.
My name is Ndaku Lilwa Linda Usiku, a returning officer of Omlonga constituency. Right now we are busy with the verifications and uploading the data of the whole constituency. Almost our teams are here at the collection center. And then after that, we are done with the uploading. We will continue to get the results from the system and then paste them to the collection center so that all the public people at Omlonga constituents will come and check what is going on here.
All right, let's have a look at the polling stations where Namibians can still cast their votes between 7 and 9 p.m. So looking at Epupa constituency, it is Epupa Falls, Ruhona, Oshomuru Primary School, Ongengwa, Osia, Okawa. Now, keep in mind the times change. By Ongengwa, it's 7 to 11 a.m. Osia, it's 12 to 3 p.m. Okawa, it's 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. For Oshtanda Primary School, it's back to 7 until 9. Looking at Opuo Rural Constituency, it's Kauko Tavi School, 7 to 9. Masaso Combined School, the same. Although Haviria, 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. Omohiva Mobile School, that's 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. Onjete, it is 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. Okavare, it is 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Otuvero, it's 3 p.m. until 9 p.m. where people can cast their votes. Omao, it is 7 a.m. until 9 p.m. Okodongwe, it is 7 a.m. until 9 p.m. Oshu East, 7 a.m. until 2 p.m. Erora, 3 p.m. until 9 p.m. Ongango is 7 a.m. until 9 p.m. Orovanjay Kindergarten, 7 a.m. until 9 p.m. Moving over to Sesfontein constituency, Okoshete, it's 7 a.m. voting until 2 p.m. Okovasiona from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. Now, the following times are all 7 a.m. until 9 p.m. These are the voting times at these polling stations: Onekandu Combined School, Okashete Combined School, Ashitenga Primary School, Okutunduya Community Home, Okahekeke Kindergarten, Negola, and Enkavu. Looking at Ondango Urban Constituency, it's Danger Ashipala Soccer Field. Oshakati East Constituency is Okanjengedi Community Hall, Onawa Kindergarten, Ehenye Public Place, Evululuko Secondary School. Oshikoto Region, it's Ombuto Constituency Office, and in the Commerce Region, it's Transnamib Hall in Vinduk West Constituency. Those times are from 7 a.m. until 9 p.m. Those are the only polling stations where you can cast your vote between Friday and Saturday, subject to any changes, which we will inform you of. Now, the returning officer for the Okorukambe constituency in the Omaheke region, Jerry van Veek, stated that they were verifying the results for 2 of the teams that had brought their material. There were a total of 18 teams in this constituency. He predicted that their final results for the constituency would only be ready later in the evening. Christian Krieger reported.
Yes, good afternoon. I am Mr. Van Veek JJ, the returning officer of the Okurukamba constituency within the Omaheke region. Thus far, we are busy with verifications and auditing, as well as the approval of the elections result, election material. So thus far, we have invited 2 groups, 2 teams, just to make sure that everything is well, all the paperwork is intact. Thereafter, we will continue with the rest of the teams. We are having 18 teams, and hopefully by this evening we will be finalizing with all the teams. Thus far, it's almost 6 to 7 teams that we have already interlinked via a cell phone, as to verify and to make sure that they are having the correct things. They are doing corrections, and they will upload it again so that we can see and call them and say, no, it's fine. You can now announce your results, and after announcing, you can paste the results at that respective polling station.
Now, the polling station at Nuyoma Senior Secondary School in Oshikuku, Omsati region had yet to transition to a collation center. Presiding officer Herman Ashipala reported that they were still counting ballot papers before putting up the sign for collation. Results were expected to start trickling in thereafter. Tuyemo Haidula reported.
Good afternoon, viewers. This is Tuyemo Haidula, and now I am coming to you from Oshikuku constituency in Oshikuku town. I am at Nuyoma Senior Secondary School. It's supposed to turn into a collation center, but they are not yet done with the counting. So still a polling station. The presiding officer said that as soon as they are done counting, they will put up the sign that they are transitioning to a collation center. Please do stay tuned on our social media platforms as we keep bringing you live updates of what's happening on the ground with the election results, to see how Namibians have voted for the 2024 National Assembly and presidential elections.
Now, the returning officer of the Mashare constituency in the Kavango East region, Eberhard Muyambo, confirmed that all teams from the different polling stations had arrived. However, he mentioned that network issues had delayed the counting process. Philippus Joseph reported.
My name is Brigadier Kondiore. representative of Hobabas constituency, IPC member. What we are observing at the pollution center here in Hobabas, counting points are not yet released to the community and to the whole of Namibia. According to what the presiding officers are telling us, they are recruited to not expose any voting points before they have sent it to the head office of ECN. So we are unhappy with what is going on, because if they don't expose the immediately points that has been done in the polling stations, why should they hide it from the Namibians? That is the unhappiness what we have. Thank you.
We're going to take a short ad break before we return with more coverage of the Namibian election.
ShopRite Namibia and Synergy Chatbot are delivering the Christmas spirit. This festive season, I've got a very special surprise just for you. My magical elves will be delivering gifts straight to your doorsteps. Grab your crayons or pencils and draw me a picture. Simply save the number on your phone and follow the on-screen prompts.
Only free range. What's right for our laying hens is right for you. Only local, never imported. Only date-stamped eggshells so you know it's still fresh. The only eggs to choose.
Now, while verification of votes in the Hobabis constituency was still taking place, IPC representative chairman for the constituency, Brigitte Konyone, expressed dissatisfaction with polling station results not being released locally and instead being sent first to the headquarters in Windhoek. Elani Smith reported.
Good afternoon, everyone. Zilke Blau here, still at Mandume Primary School in Katutura East. As you can see, we have the ECN cars here at the back. I think there have been about 5 or 6 cars that have come in the past hour or so, but still everyone is basically just waiting for further instructions. The last time I've asked, which was the second time I asked for an update, they had still not started with counting the ballot papers. When I asked for another update now, the answer that I received was that it was being done from the tablet. I asked another person, they said that they were still waiting for instructions. So everything is very in the dark here, very confusing answers that we're receiving at the moment. But we will stay on the story and we will keep you updated.
Now, Silke Blow shared an update, and this was from Mandume Primary School in the Katutura East constituency, Commerce region.
Kijk net in video, daar zo is een papier mooi gevouwen. Hij heeft mooi gevouwen. Hij heeft mooi gevouwen. Hoe kan hij goed daarin gaan? Hoe kan hij net die voor hier zo doen niet? En klaarmaken het, hij denkt, ja, laat ons zien. Wat willen we gaan maken in die veld nou weer? Is die Petro bij government, se Petro wat ver niet wordt, hele moet doen, daar staan die government office, hele kan ook daar zo gaan doen. Hoe kan je het hier weer terug? Nee, hele het genoeg. Sinds het niet, hele Namibia niet gebouwd niet. Oor net hele zo goed. Is hele wat zo gemaakt. Tot ochtend is Namibia nog niet klaar gebouwd niet. Veilig bij is klaar gisteren. Corrigas is niet klaar gebouwd niet. Okomba is niet klaar gemaakt niet. Even Rundu is niet klaar gemaakt niet. Is zelke goed wat hele doen. Is die CCM wat hele maakt.
Hele ken nog zoveel bouwdas hele het. Hoe kom maken niet die papieren?
Hele moet net daar. Hele moet echt daar net zo. Daar staan police van de onze. Ja, policemen staan daar zo. Hele kan dat doen hier. Wat is geheim? Wat is er geheim? Hele moet net opmaken, dan moet het onze goede weerstel. Dat is niet een probleem niet. Wat is fout? Hoe komt het weer terug? En hele heeft je goed in die center gebracht, zonder voor ons gezien niet. Dan vat je net die boxen, dan komt Leile. Ik heb gevraagd, van toe vat je. Nou review zei, dan zei ik, hele gaan deel daar zo, vat gaan deel. Maar hele heeft die kantoor ingeboekt. Nee.
So those were actually party agents for UDF expressing frustration over ballot boxes containing envelopes with rejected ballots inside. That was Johannes Gavab and Mercia Okhurus alleging that polling officials moved the boxes without informing them. The responsible official clarified that the boxes had been moved inside to seek advice from a superior after realizing the rejected ballots were inside the ballot boxes. And that report was brought by Iriana Marie van der Vault. Now, Nicanor Nangolo shared an update from the Rundu urban constituency.
Hello viewers, Nicanor Nangolo here, your northern correspondent in the Kavango East region and Kavango West regions. The voting process in the Kavango West region went fairly smoothly. All polling stations started off at the allocated time, and yes, the professionalism, speaking of the professionalism was quite on point from both the polling officials, the presiding officers, as well as the police officers as well. One of the biggest observations that I made in the Kavango West region is that there were more elderly voters than there were the youth, which says a lot about the youth in the Kavango West region, that they're not as eager as in other regions such as Khomas to cast their votes and practice their civic right. Another big observation that I also made was that there has been a poor turnout in about 4 polling stations between Rundu and Kurinkuru. And but however, everything was smooth. There were no major issues. There were no insufficient ballot papers. The only issues that the polling officials experienced or the polling stations experienced in the Kavango West regions were that of power outages and technical glitches. But overall, everything went great.
So we're still bringing you news from the Namibian election, which started on the 27th of November. And now it seems like it's going to be running right up until the 30th of November. We'll take a quick break before we return with more updates and sign out.
ShopRite Namibia and Synergy Chatbot are delivering the Christmas spirit. This festive season, I've got a very special surprise just for you. My magical elves will be delivering gifts straight to your doorsteps. Grab your crayons or pencils and draw me a picture. Simply save the number on your phone and follow the on-screen prompt.
Now, Nankali Kamwanga and Hinau Arue Rishatwa shared updates from the Vinduk East and Tobias Hainyeko constituencies, respectively.
Good day, viewers. Nankali Kamwanga here. Currently at the Tobias Hainyeko constituency. We went there in the morning to check out how the counting has been going. The residing officer did let us know that they just started counting, so they only happened to be busy counting the one box. There were still a few boxes left. That's all the update that we could get. He did say that they will still be busy for a while since they just started this morning. They have not done anything during the night last night, so hopefully they make fast progress and we'll keep you updated.
Hello viewers, this is Hinari Riachva with a update on how far they are with the Windhoek East constituency after communicating with the presiding officer that is at the collation center that is Eros Primary School for the Windhoek East constituency. They have said that they have encountered some hiccups with the tablets. It seems to be a technical issue, so they're waiting for IT to sort that out before they can continue and commence counting the votes. They said they are still far away from finishing, but they will be keeping us posted on how far they get. But for now, that is all.
So those have been the latest updates from the elections currently taking place in Namibia. We'll keep you updated throughout the coming week, but do make sure you watch the Election Watch show coming to you at 8:30 just after Smell the Coffee, as we continue to keep you informed as #Namibia Decides 2024. From the Africa Good Morning team, Swera Jaganaka.